this for Ghana. Finally, Governor Wike about the rumpus that occurred in FCT. He said he will treat them. That's a good one. But I think he should go beyond treating them. In the last state, the rumpus that fell in GRA. What is the end of that story today? And how are we sure that we can do more like that in FCT? They are saying that they have done well in River State. What has they have done in River State that what they are doing in FCT? My name is Good News.
All right, Good News. And I think another thing that we should learn from that we should do now, perhaps the government should consider. I don't know if you know the environment of the State University now, that Mount 3 area. You know how it's like. Interestingly, I don't know if that is how the environment of a school. I think beyond the school premises, the surroundings of the school premises needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed. So some of the activities you see within that area, it's not fit for a school environment. I don't think things like that should be happening, or even the environment of a school should be looking like that. I might be saying nonsense. I don't know. But I think it now calls for the government on its own to begin to address. I think we just had a conversation about flyover situations and activities of parks and some other things around just a couple of days ago. I think there's deliberate effort should be made or taken now to ensure that the environment, not just the school campus, even outside the school campus, activities as a certain radius around the school certain activities should not be happening there. Good News in Onelga. Good morning.
Good morning. It's actually Otto Gustan Lugard.
Oh, Otto Lugard. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. See, if you hear me, the incident that happened in River State University is really, really disastrous. How can we explain to outsiders that River State University hoodlums attacked, even rape or attempted to rape students? It's pathetic. You can recall vividly that during the time of Professor Chilewu, River State University was on fire. But Professor Fakai came in and changed the situation. The university became one of the best, not just in River State, but in South and Nigeria as a whole. The academic curriculum was brought to a place where even other students would be like, is USC on a fast track? Let's try as much as possible to correct this mayhem. Just imagine the traumatization these children will face. They are traumatized. They won't even concentrate on reading again. They will be indirectly looking out for people who are coming to molest them. What about the security situation in the school? The CSO of the school, what was he doing? An event that lasted for 1 hour, robbery that lasted for 1 hour. You are nowhere to be found. This is pathetic. He should be sacked, and the VC should be questioned for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. It's crazy because, just yesterday too, a friend of mine, I had to rush there in the morning. I think they were robbed. Like the compound was robbed, not just a compound. In Rumasi, just the Rumasi there, the compound was robbed. They robbed the compound. And you begin to ask yourself questions like, all the security things and the community security and people like knowing from nobody knows, nothing. These people come take their time, go flat to flat, and robbed. So it was shocking that happened yesterday morning, and then this report came. It was almost as okay, and this is when the Commissioner of Police they're running a program to reduce crime in Port Harcourt. I think that program was supposed to last, I don't know how long, but I know that there's something like that, and even the committee was set up for that to see how it can. And then we're having these things happening just at this time. A lot needs to be done. Ida is in Nkoro. Good morning.
Andrew Femi, good morning.
Welcome.
I want to thank His Excellency, the holding governor of River State, for visiting that school. Andrew Femi, just as he said, if you go to that school premises, the back gate, school not supposed to be there. Now, those who come from far place, now around that place, and look at what the guests are saying, that nobody come out. Security men did not come out. Let them hold the security men, the gate men, and the authorities to provide those boys come. Look at what happened to those guys, and it's not good. And Chief Barrister is the one used to win the former governor of the state. Say he wants to pay hospital bill. Yes, the man is very good. He didn't pay the hospital bill for those people and demolish more houses that is not supposed to be there. Please, I support you in prayer. Thank you very much. God bless you. From
all right, thank you. And I think there's something we're saying that I don't think it's necessary to say thank you to the governor for visiting. It's the governor. He's doing what he's supposed to do. That is what he is supposed to do, something of that magnitude. And he chose to visit. That shows that, it's a person who's sensitive to the situation. Does it warrant for a thank you, governor, for visiting? Because if you listen to one of the parents, what he was saying, he wasn't satisfied that the governor had visited. That's not what many people would want. If many people want to even say thank you to the government, it would be because they are hearing that somebody is being punished. First of all, the school management would have questions to answer, the security CSOs. If this is not the first time or the second time, okay, what were the reports? Give me a report of the other times this happened. What measures did you take? Where are those measures? Were those measures in place before this one happened again? A lot of things that would be looked at. And, then you might not be saying thank you. The visit is what the governor should do. It's like there's a tsunami and the president of the U.S. will visit. I mean, there's calls that you visit Haiti, and then you're saying, thank you, you visited. He's doing what he should do. So let's ensure that it goes beyond that. Chibike Nomuma, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. How are you?
Welcome. Go ahead.
Andrew, a very wonderful and dangerous harm to female students at River State University. Andrew, I'm not happy this morning. The man no one should step on their toes and raise up and do something else in the school because they took charge of that, the security of that school. And the CP should do something immediately. I love and I like the intervention of the River State government for intervening immediately to show concern. It's a serious assault to the state that these hoodlums will be attacking the female hostels and attacking the school, bringing back to that school. I overheard a parent comparing with them when the daughter called him. Something should be done immediately. Please, Andrew. It's a very wonderful thing. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Exactly, something should be done as soon as possible. And that's the reason why I say a lot of people would not just be comfortable with the visit, but to see what the government would now do. But then you wouldn't say that it wasn't swift. I mean, it was. I don't know. I don't say unprecedented because I'm pretty sure we have had certain governors in the past who have, it's just strange to a lot of people. I think the reason why we see these things and look at them and like, this governor did this is because our politicians over the years have played a politics that's just so I don't know how to describe it. So these sort of things are surprising when we see them. They are 0003. Like I said, the environment of that institution, I don't think is fitting for a school. You would not, if it's a private secondary school and you are going on inspection, the government is inspecting and sees that somebody has a private school built in that kind of environment with those kind of activities that happen around the state university happening. I'm sure they would ask questions, or they might even want to say, no, you cannot bring children and let them school here. So that means that beyond taking care of the school premises itself, a certain perimeter outside the school, certain activities should not be happening. So it means measures have to be taken. You should know that when you are coming to that Mount 3 area, there's a school there because of how the environment looks. I don't know if you get the point. Like, because of how the environment looks while you're driving towards the school, you would understand, there's a school here. And there's an institution of learning is in this place. And so it's with the noise, with the pollution, with the other activities that, some of them I don't know how to start mentioning, on WhatsApp. Good morning. This is from Sokari. He says, the incident at State University is unacceptable. Imagine your daughter calling you. I can imagine the state of that father. Helpless. It's sad. Because there's almost like, what I think that was when the father maybe could have just flew if he could, because it's not a slum. It was too, but it opened at 3 a.m. I think I left here. I had to go there at around past 9 to 10 thereabout, and it was crazy. Police and all of the rest that happened. Greetings, President Tinubu's Chicago University alleged saga. It is time these chief makers take a rest. Chicago State University wrote to Nigerian authority in 2003 affirming that Bola Tinubu graduated from the school, and the River State government officials are investing in media attention at its priority, while some other states are delivering on real governance to the people. Emi Ferreira. It's not any media. I wouldn't say that we describe it as that, because if you're referring to the government going to the school, if they did not go, I'm pretty sure many people would also say the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with going to a place where something has happened of that magnitude. The only problem I would say to the government now, if they are listening, is remember that this is what I have done. Because if it doesn't go, you also would say certain things. It beats me to know that a school environment that generates billions of naira does not have CCTV cameras. Aha, Alex, thank you. I can't conclude. I'm not part of the school management, but when I go there, I don't think I've seen anyone except it's hidden. So I don't know. Leighton Barry is in Bori. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Welcome, Leighton Barry.
Yes. Let me look at Wike say his ministry will pay hospital bills for victims of the collapsed building in Abuja. Yes. I want to say, yes, it's a welcome development because that is the social responsibility of government. But my advice to him is that he should not use that bite I had him making some days ago, which looks like a threat to workers and residents of Abuja. Because, when you are governing the people, every time you want to react to what they do, it shouldn't be paid back by being very harsh, or with a sound bite that it will look like a threat to the people. But you should understand the system of government, that government holds the responsibility to take care of its citizens, whether good or bad. People saying that civilians, people should vote out governors who are not performing in their respective states. Well, to me, what the president is supposed to be doing is that he should ensure that the system works for people to actually their votes whenever there is an election. Because if the people's vote does not count, then that is wish will not come to pass. So I want to advise him to ensure that their electoral system are well to do it so that the people can even trust our electoral system and vote out those who are not in their choice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Temple in Rubomasi. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished.
All right, go on,
how are you doing this morning?
Very fine, thank you.
Yes, sir. Wishing you a pleasant weekend. The very distinguished and I think I would say it was indeed a sad development. And I want to say I'm very much grateful for the kind of governor I have now in the person of Governor Singh, who has continuously prioritized the interests of Rivers people. It was indeed an emotional trauma for those students. And I also want to make this open call, in as much as my governor has sent query, because I am very much optimistic that at the end of the day, somebody will be relieved out of his responsibility. I can hear from the end, it's not the first time, it's not the second time. That tells you that the school have not done anything. You can have you thought of if the girls haven't protested, what will have happened? We need a calendar to this extent. We need to get the attention and the reaction he's getting now. Since the previous one, there was no attention being given to it. Imagine the girls that we are told that they are thinking the emotional trauma they are passing through right now, how it will ring in their head. I think I will say it is as I said, desperate measures require desperate actions. I'm very much optimistic that at the end of the day, the students, it's not all about replacing what they have lost, but somebody who is sleeping on duty, somebody who does not value his office. I believe the governor of Rivers State will take a drastic measure and bring competent hands of them and to make sure this nonsense will not continue. And did you know that there is an opening at the back of their toilet? The DOS that was there's an opening at the back of their toilet. Where these guys penetrated? What happens on that school authority? Even the guy that left them. What happens to that guy?
Thank you very much, Temple. Let's move to Guruta now. Korea is on the line. Korea, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Yes, go on.
I want to give you a history of what happened in 1996 in that UST. I was a female student that set up her fellow student in that UST in 1996. And with the intervention of quick security, those people were arrested and were taken to state charges. But the security was very tight because the type of the VC we have that time from Ogoni and he was very, very active in what he's doing. But to my great surprise, every VC knows what is happening in the USA today. And what we do, our children are already Yahoo, so already robbery, even in the USA. And for that, it's only supposed to be tied. But I was surprised. We, the parents, too. I was trying to blame our parents. Now, if your daughter call you by 2 a.m., and you said, the same call that call you, a daughter will call you, maybe emergency, you cannot have a security police officer, army, or air force, anybody you can communicate that they want to have, because your daughter told you they are robbery. That shows that the life of your daughter is in danger. As a parent, you do not have anybody you can contact, even the police control room, you don't have. You come to shout, who needs to help you? The security is for everybody. But the truth is that the security in the USA, they are too large, they are too weak. How can the security man will tell you that this robbery will not be knowledge to any of them that can get the security number to call? It's very unfortunate.
All right, Corey, so, thank you, but we have to get onto it. Chie Parker is on the line. I think that's the last call we take before we go on this commercial. Parker, good morning.
Good morning, it's Chie.
All right, go on.
I want to respond in respect to the attack on female hostel at the University of Port Harcourt.
Okay.
I guess it's one too many. I really want to call on the River State government to really take another proactive measures, because I'm really foreseeing another attack at Abara campus of the university also, because that place is as porous as anything. And the last time I checked, he promised the governor promised giving out operational vehicles to Nigerian police, and up to this moment he has not done anything. How does he want this Nigerian police to affect all these arrests and combined crime in the state? Please, he should do well in that aspect. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Parker. I had said Parker would be our last call because we have a commercial coming. So we just ended with the call from Parker. Alfred, unfortunately, we can't take your call. Sorry. We have to go for a commercial now. When we return, some more messages on Facebook and on X. On WhatsApp, meanwhile, this one says, Hoodlums attacking female hostel at the State University is an ugly incident. John Robinson from Echie sent this one. Petrol marketers should stop further increase in petrol price to avoid labor union and other unions going on strike. I laughed when the federal government said that, don't worry, the price will not go up. If you are saying that the price is controlled by market forces, then why would you want to? Are you saying that you have a way of controlling the price so it doesn't go up? If it's the dollar and the rest that's controlling it, there's nothing you would do. It would go up. All right, more of that. Let's go for this commercial first.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
The families of Akbar Wichendu.